Women think they're going to be young and attractive forever, like drug dealers think that they will never get caught. You know, I've always thought why modern women believe they're going to be young and beautiful all the way until their 70s. It doesn't make any sense. Literally, every woman goes through a similar cycle in their lives. Why can't more women share the truth with girls who are entering the prime of their lives? Why can't they tell them that it only goes downhill after the 30s and completely down the drain after they've crossed the proverbial wall of prime beauty? Superman can't put a dent in it. Wolverine's adamantium claws can't scratch it. Juggernaut bounces off of it, and Flash can't phase through it. The wall is indestructible, but women believe they can withstand it. I see men telling it straight to young men and encouraging them to use their prime to get fit, work on themselves, build a business, supercharge their careers, get higher education, get rid of debt, and stay away from activities that waste time, such as spending every day with some girl who's only waiting for the next guy to hit on her. I've come to the realization that women can't love men. They only love what men do for them. They just don't have it in their nature to accept a man for who he really is, without considering the size of his bank account and the size of what's inside the zipper of his pants. Women truly are remarkable creatures. Their intrinsic need to be validated and constantly updating their personal and social lives through and on the backs of men's hard work doesn't let them stay loyal to any man for a long time. Gone are the days when women were loyal and supportive. Today, you can't even approach a woman because you know you can immediately be accused of something you didn't even do. Why don't men approach women anymore? There are numerous and very valid reasons for this. First, you have to approach a girl. You can do this in the most sincere and polite manner. For your effort, she may very well insult you, while all of her friends laugh at you. And remember, these friends are the girls she hates but hangs around to give the appearance that she has friends. Many women get a twisted ego boost out of rejecting a man. Not just many. Most. In this era of Me Too and Believe All Women, looking at a girl can land you on an offender registrar. And then there are those false accusations. In the era of Google, your good reputation is gone forever. They say the difference between harassment and flirting is your financial position in society. That's exactly why men don't even approach women anymore. The modern woman of today is full of attitude. Has blue hair, tattoos, and a kid or two from one of her previous marriages. Trash mouth. Masculine demeanor. No softness. No caring or devotion. Pretty much doesn't care about anyone besides herself. She has none of the wholesome feminine qualities that women used to have, but not anymore. She will probably ghost you after one date. You've put your best foot forward, made an effort to get to know her and develop something meaningful with her. You've invested time, money, and a small amount of emotion, and for all this, you never hear from her again. Trust me when I tell you that this happens all the time across the world in every society. If you end up dating, you have to pay for everything, plan everything, and put up with her hypergamy, fickleness, and downright craziness. She is supposedly your girlfriend, but has at least one if not 10 backup guys waiting in the wings. Moreover, she has a constant for sale sign around her neck on her social media presence. If you end up in a relationship with her, she contributes nothing except for occasional intimacy. Won't cook, won't clean, won't sew, or can. She won't make a home or stay home and take care of the kids. Won't listen. Won't show any respect. Withholds intimacy as punishment. And when she cheats on you, she divorces you, takes the money you earned, the house you bought, and worst of all, she gets your kids. In short, approaching a woman has very little upside and a huge downside. Men are growing weary of modern women, as seen by the aforementioned anecdote. They may be so unreasonable with men, yet men only expect simple qualities like support, loyalty, and understanding. However, the majority of women today are unable to even do that. A woman is just not good enough if all she offers you is intimacy and talent in bed. We are constantly being encouraged to think about this by the media and other contemporary notions. Observe the adverts and billboards in your neighborhood. There are lots of semi-naked women, which causes both men to view women as treasures and women to objectify themselves. Not only do large corporations exploit women's beauty to advertise their goods, but every day, girls also subscribe to feminist ideologies and publish provocative images on dating apps in an effort to be accepted. They do, however, also lament that men, particularly the desperate ones, objectify them. She is a 304 if she behaves like one by walking, talking, and acting in that manner. Men are sick of the way the modern dating scene treats them as throwaway objects. Long ago, the majority of people accepted the notion that women are naturally valuable and males are forced by nature to establish their own value. MGTOW accepts the unfairness of life. Unlike contemporary women who seek out the best men without contributing anything of value to the relationship, the majority of men put a lot of effort into developing themselves and adding value, and you know what? When they go home from work after a long day at work and are in a relationship, they don't consider mistreating their partners. Men who are committed to a partnership strive to support their families and do not mistreat women or young people. A man needs to be in a position of leadership, but the boss babe narrative is being advanced in today's world to convince women that they don't need men and to even denigrate them as filth. Be honest for a moment. Not all men and women are good people, and I'm not claiming that every woman is materialistic 304. I base my decisions on facts. I want you guys to recognize the trends and follow them. Of all, being a man is not simple, especially in today's society. Due to unpleasant dating experiences, unfounded accusations, or simply because women don't provide anything to the relationship besides intimacy, many men have already welcomed MGTOW. It's normal to think about going your own way for a bit, if not permanently, if you're a man and all the women you wind up with are entitled and annoying. It's not enough to just work out and put on more makeup, particularly if they do it after running into the wall. Women only need to keep their beauty at the age of 18, whilst guys are literally nobodies. Men are beginning to realize the truth and are no longer ready to treat women like idols. Women shouldn't be exalted since they're just like everyone else, and they also make mistakes just like everyone else. For example, believing that giving a guy pleasure in bed is sufficient to keep them around. As a result, when Chad arrives, she tries to confine him in the hopes that he will become the man she has always desired. Chad, on the other hand, gets what he wants, including some quick action and increasing her body count. Chad does not seek commitment, as some of the nice guys she met in her 20s did. The nice guys don't want to come in and clean up the mess now that she's been run through by multiple men. It doesn't matter how she moves on top of a guy. What matters is her emotional baggage. It's not a man's responsibility to be a lifelong therapist for women who made bad decisions all their lives. Modern women did everything they could to capture and have the essence of power they thought would make them happy by working the corporate ladder up until their 40s, but realized a little too late that they had a natural need to nurture families, settle down, have a loving relationship with men, and become good mothers. And now that they've been inundated with feminist doctrine, they can't even confess that they should have taken the conventional route and lived in accordance with their feminine nature. For men, navigating the minefield of being expected to initiate all interactions while not being awkward, while being irrationally confident and outgoing, and trying not to weird a woman out for qualities that make you unique despite those qualities. This is while being fairly common and normal, and while trying to simultaneously be respectful of consent. The list just goes on and on and on, and never seems to stop. The majority of young men do not earn the kind of money that most women dream of. It's hard to live your own life while being on guard against losing someone's transitory interest who is deliberately seeking any conceivable red flag to give an excuse to ghost you. I believe there is a propensity to downplay how harsh dating is for young men in today's society. Don't let these women of today ruin your emotional stability. Nothing is more priceless than that. Thanks for watching Man Reacts. Show us your love and support by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. And let us know your thoughts on this in the comments. We're always up for a healthy debate and discussion.